Module 4, Lesson 16, the computation of the slope of a non-vertical line. So we've looked at finding the slope from a graph. When we have a line graph, we've looked at rise over run. We've also looked at horizontal and vertical lines and the slopes that they have. So slope for us is still rise over run. It's the change in the vertical or in the y direction divided by the change in the x direction. There is a formula that you can use for slope, and it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And in the one video, I do show you how to use this formula. However, I have been finding an easier way to calculate the slope from coordinates. So if we are given a coordinate, and we know that we have a line graph through this, we could take a graph and we could try and plot those points and then count the spaces, figure out the slope. That just seems like a lot of work. An easier way might be if we take the two coordinates and we subtract them. Now remember, our x is always first and our y is always second when we have coordinates. If we subtract these, so 4 take away -3 is going to be 7, and -2 take away 1 is going to be -3. Then our slope, remember, is the change in y, which is the 7, over the change in x, which is our -3. So our slope is -7 over 3. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. This is always going to be the number we want on top. This is going to be the number we want on bottom. Don't switch those. Also, if we get something that needs to be simplified, we want to simplify it. So if you get something like, 3 over 9, you want to make sure it goes down to 1/3. If you end up with something that has two negatives in it, let's say this was -7 and -3. Two negatives should cancel out to positive, so you want to make sure you're simplifying that as well. And another thing, if you have 0 divided by some number, what does that equal? Well, that equals 0, which means if you think about our lines, it's going to be a horizontal line. What if we're dividing by 0? Well, then that is an undefined problem, and we are looking at a horizontal line with an undefined slope. Okay, now I want you to be able to see that this formula actually does work. Doing this does work to find the slope. So we could plot these points, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you on this problem right here. We can look and we can count spaces to get the slope. We're going to do that. So let's use this point and this point. So we can count, find the slope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, rise, run 2. So our slope by counting is 6 over 2, which also reduces to 3 over 1, or just 3. It's going uphill, so it's positive. When we're counting spaces, we always have to consider if it's going uphill or downhill, whether we have a positive or negative slope. If we're using this formula, we don't have to think about that. Whatever it turns out is your answer. If it turns out to be positive, you have a positive slope. If it turns out to be negative, you have a negative slope. So I'm going to look at these points. I have 1, -2, and I have 3, 4. Okay, those are just the 2 points that I picked off my line to start out. So I'm going to come over here to the side and I'm going to subtract these points. So 4 take away -2 is 6. 3 take away 1 is 2. And I remember I want to put this one on top, so I have 6 over 2 for my slope. Again, that reduces to 3 over 1, which is the same thing we got by counting spaces. So if you already have a graph done, really counting spaces is probably the easiest, unless they're counting by something other than 1, and then we just have to watch that scale. But if we don't have it already graphed, for us to take the time to plot these points and then figure out the slope by counting spaces is a lot more time consuming than just doing 2 subtraction problems and reducing your answer. All right, so we can do that. I'm going to do one more. If you think you're getting this, you don't really have to continue watching, but if you're not, You can continue to watch here. This is the point 0, 1, and this looks like the point 1, 3. So I'm going to write my 2 points over here. I'm going to subtract them. 1 take away 3 is -2. 0 take away 1 is -1. This one goes on top, so I have -2 over -1. Two negatives should simplify to be positive, so I have +2 over +1 or just +2. Looking at my picture, I had to rise 2 and run 1, which is a slope of 2 over 1. I'm going uphill, so it's positive. So that works again. All right, and we could take one more. We have to be very careful if we have a -1, but I think you get the idea from this. All right, so use the 2 coordinates and subtract them. Just please remember to put this number, your y difference, on top.